I'll go controversial.
Okay.
I would put transformative.
Please tell me you're capping, right?
I'm not even capping.
No, that is why I agree with you in a sense. That's why like, I'm laughing.
Someone has to score, right?
Yo, what is everyone saying? Welcome to episode 21 of the Total United podcast. And today, we've got the big one that we've all been waiting for. The transfer window is finally shut. So I've got the panelists today, as well as some of the mods, to give our final Premier League predictions. But before I explain the whole format and blah, 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 let me show you lot who we've got today. First off, this guy, some of the players, as we can see on our screen here, they've come from all over the world. So we had to get our global football correspondent, Furhat2K, to help us out a little bit with some of these players. How are you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm doing well, man. I'm interested in this video. I might have some recency bias with some of them, but I hope I do well in
We shall see.
judging them, I guess.
Yeah, unlucky about Bayern as well, by the way. You can hold that one.
Hey, man.
Suffer with me.
Sadio, please do it against Inter.
Another person who has suffered with me this weekend is the return of the spoiler. He's fresh off of a Derby Day defeat, but at least he has a Champions League to look forward to, unlike some of us. Kurt, how are you doing, sir?
Yes, I'm good. Yeah, like you said, come off better weekends, but that's how football goes.
It happens. We have to show face regardless. And sadly for me, someone who is doubly happy today, this guy, he's a massive rat. He supports two teams, and both his teams took 4 points off Manchester City and Arsenal.
Yeah,
it is Mav.
It was a great weekend. I cannot lie. Absolutely no right to draw the game at City, but it is what it is, and absolutely every right to beat Arsenal. So happy days.
Anyway, all right. So the format is very simple. I've added up everyone's list of their 1st to 20th in the Premier League table. But rather than just give you guys a list of like, this guy came last and 19th, I've given signings from every single Premier League club, or almost all of them. Some of them, like Leicester and so on, have had no notable signings. So we're going to just go and literally rank them from transformative to very good, or if they're going to be underwhelming or flop. So without wasting any time, we'll start straight away with a team that finished last for pretty much every single person here, except Mav. And that is Bournemouth in 20th. They have no players on this, so we're not going to waste too much time. But I guess I'll ask Mav why you don't think they're going to be lost.
I've just deeped it. You man have put them in the right position in the tier.
This guy.
I see what's going on here.
Oh,
no,
days.
For me, they're 20th. I get what you.
Fair
I get
enough.
what people. I just bunged them all in the group.
Fairs. Okay, so ignore this Mav guy then.
Yeah,
He managed to mess up already.
Yeah. Okay.
Fairs.
Makes sense.
Does anyone think they're going to break a record for like lowest points, or they just go in 20th?
Yeah, I thought at the beginning of the season they would, but you know, they're picking up some points, haven't they? So
yeah. But I don't know. I don't see it lasting in a Scott
They're
Parker's
like,
now.
they have like 7 points now, but I don't think that will go on for too long. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have no Bournemouth players on this list. Sadly, they have a couple signings in that, but not unfortunately relevant enough for this list. And next up, in 19th place, we pretty much all agree that they're actually in 19th. Every single person here.
Ooh.
It is Nottingham Forest. Now, I've put them on the list as just Nottingham Forest the badge, because I'm not putting 28 signings in there. So from what I gather, everyone's saying that despite all these signings, they're still going down. That is interesting.
No brainer. Absolutely. I'm sorry, no chance they're staying up. Morgan Gibbs White is literally, Wolves better take them to the bank, because that's a robbery.
He's looked alright, to be fair. I can't lie, he's looked okay,
robbery,
I'll be
man.
honest.
Meaty
It's a lot of
player.
bread, but he looks alright. So we just
meaty.
put them in like underwhelming or something? Should we just put them there?
I would say
Yeah.
underwhelming.
Just
yeah.
overall.
Because
Yeah.
they got a
Yes.
couple of decent signings, but some of them are like, why do you sign them?
The agreement is going to continue for just one or two more, because the next one, our last team to get relegated along with these, is going to be Fulham.
Ooh.
In 18th place. Now we do have one of their signings on here, as you can see. Where are we saying that he is? Because he is someone that so far has been quite decent. I don't know.
Yep.
Kurt, have you been watching Fulham like that too much?
I've watched a couple of games. This guy is very good. But wait a minute, you said full house, Fulham relegated.
I haven't got them.
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't-
Yeah, me
as in overall, Fulham came 18th. So all the three,
Okay.
all the three new
I
teams came
haven't
up.
got them
Interesting.
getting relegated personally.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
don't
lie.
either.
I have them
Yeah,
staying in
it's-
the league for
I have
me.
them-
You'll see what. Yeah, you guys don't have him. I had them 18th, just about. Now, obviously, I wanted to keep them staying up, but I don't know, man. If one little injury to Mitro and it could get a very long day, I think.
I think they'll stay up. And as for Palinia specifically, I'll put him in at the very least very good, if not amazing. Actually, I think he's brilliant.
Yeah. So far, he's been great. To be honest with you, so far he has been
100%. Because just like you said with Mitro, if Palinia gets injured, it also looks very long for them, in my opinion.
Yes.
Fairs. I'll slap him in very good, and if there's any chance to move him, then we can move him.
We'll see by the others, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Now, just about scraping relegation. Most of us here had them quite high, although Fur had them to get relegated.
Okay.
It's Everton. I don't see them getting relegated. I can't lie. It's not gonna happen. And with this signing, me personally, I can't lie. Against bro, the last game he was great. Yeah. He was amazing.
I knew him, played for Hamburg. I watched a few of his games. I thought, how does this guy play like in the second German division?
I just don't see them getting relegated.
I don't see it.
With the trash that's in the Prem right now, I'm afraid I just don't.
Well, Kurt's put them 12. Is that partly due to Onana or just Everton in general?
I just think when DCL comes back, and if he is anywhere near the form he was in a couple of years ago, I know that's a big if, but I think they're gonna go high. They're not gonna concede many goals, and their midfield is amazing. Someone in alongside Onana they're not talking about, Ghana Gay as well.
Yeah,
if he's anywhere near,
he's just come back now.
If he's anywhere near what he was for them, and then he will be, who's playing out of his mind, I think they're gonna do well. I really do.
So we keeping Onana very good, or does he push towards amazing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good, I would say.
All right then. That is Everton in 17th. In 16th, Kurt had them to get relegated. I had them to just scrape it in 17th. It's Southampton.
Oh.
This one, I'll be honest here. Okay, actually, let Kurt start because he put them to get relegated. So let us know why you think that's going to be the case.
Yeah, to be fair, this was one of those where I put them there before the season began. I don't know. They've made a couple of signings which I was not aware of these two players at all, and I think they're brilliant. But I still feel they're gonna struggle scoring goals. I don't think they have an out and out. I mean, Shadams is so hot and cold. Like a couple of weeks. Did you see the miss by the way on the weekend?
Yeah. Open goal.
Yeah,
my guy just handballed it.
I just think the lack of quality will do them in this year.
You know what? I'm like you. Yeah, I didn't want to change my list too much because of recency bias, but these signings. Like, you could argue they're probably having some of the best under the radar signings, and obviously I have to back my boy Maitland-Niles there. But in terms of Bella Kotchap and then Lavia, who Chelsea tried to go and grab.
How outrageous from Chelsea was that, by the way? Deadline day tried to swoop in for
I've never seen that.
He hasn't just.
It's actually hilarious, bro.
Outrageous behavior.
No scouting network. It's just we played against you. That guy was alright. Can we buy him? A horror show. But Bella Kotchap, I'll be honest, I had no idea who he was until like 4 weeks ago. But I'm sold already. This guy is amazing. I don't like to just get carried away that quickly, but I'm happy to put my man in amazing already. If you disagree, let me know. I think he's sensational, man.
Do you know what? Recency bias would have me putting him in amazing. It's one of those, right?
There is no other bias to have. I didn't know who he was.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I 100% agree. I don't know this guy until I saw him in the Prem.
You seen him before, right?
Yes.
Are you saying he's going to be amazing, or are you putting him down to very good?
I've seen him play quite a few times for Bochum as well. Like, genuinely a very, very horrific side, and they still somehow managed to stay up in their first season, even though Bundesliga teams usually go down straight again. I'm okay with amazing or very good, because like I feel like he has leveled up a bit over the summer.
It's tough to compare to the other two as well. I'd put him very good because the other two as well, they're exceptional.
The other two are like on this kind of level, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear it. Saying that, okay, what about quickly then? We'll do Lavia as well. Does he go above him? Does he go
good?
Below?
I think he's been very good so far.
Well, that is our 16th place then. A lot of good signings for them. I couldn't put them all on. I do believe in Sekou Mara, but we'll see what happens this season. And in 15th, we've got Aston Villa.
Yeah, not surprised.
Who are just gonna comfortably avoid relegation, but not really do anything too tough. In terms of signings, the only real expensive one, I guess, is Diego Carlos. I'll be honest. I can start it. I think he's gonna be a flop.
You can put him in.
I can't lie.
Yeah.
I disagree with that. I thought he was looking good, and then now,
I disagree with flop. I disagree with flop, but right now I can't lie. I'm very underwhelmed. I'm extremely underwhelmed by his performances.
Yeah, the reason why I'm confused is because obviously these guys rate Konsa very highly, right? Like that's a given. He's a young talent. Tyrone Mings is the captain. Probably not really going to get dropped too much because of the whole him playing left side and whatnot. Then you have like all your Callum Chambers and other CBs. I'm thinking, is he actually going to play that much? Like realistically, because he looks a bit rash.
He was bought. This is what I'm saying. He was bought almost to give Tyrone Mings a bit of competition, and of course Konsa a bit of competition, and everyone believed that bringing in Carlos was to go left centre back because he played left centre back previously.
Wait.
We're gonna keep him there, and now we're gonna have Konsa.
He's injured now.
I'm confused.
But he's been out for some time.
Yeah.
He did. I think it's got a very long-term injury now.
I think it was ACL.
I think he done his ACL. That's why I'm saying. I mean, he was playing, and then he. The last game I seen him was the Everton one, which you were winning.
You know what's the problem? I feel like he has an ACL, so he's already out of the season for quite a long time, and I feel like his play style, from what I remember from Sevilla, is being aggressive.
I just remember a lot of that's all I remember.
I'd put him underwhelming, but it's I wouldn't put him flop
I'm on an underwhelming.
All right, Fairs. No, I'll go with you. Like democracy.
The injury, like you said, because he's literally.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna miss the whole year and you've paid that much money, that's kind of a flop to me. Obviously, it's not his fault. That part.
It's not his fault. I get that. I get it's not his fault.
Fairs.
He could qualify.
I'll keep him there for now. Then we'll see who goes into flop if people move up and down. At the end, and in 14th place,
sacked, please. Please.
In 14th, a team that is struggling quite a lot right now, but it seems like people think they're gonna eventually come back and recover a little bit. They have no signings on this list, so we're gonna just discuss Leicester. What are we saying?
They're in trouble. They're in so much trouble. They're in so much trouble right now. I
don't know how. The thing is, people are always saying like Brendan Rodgers next to be sacked, right? And I get it. It's not good enough with these players. But how can you sack him when you're just selling everyone and not even bringing anyone in back? Like, what's he meant to do at that point? Obviously,
that's
do
what
better
he said.
than this.
He said that basically as
tough,
well himself.
I think they'll be all right, though. I think they'll be all right in here. I just feel like they have enough there. Old type, my bro, Dewsbury Hall, though. That's my dog.
Dewsbury Hall's class. He is. But there's only so much his back can take. There's only so much.
I think they're going to be comfy purely because they have genuinely 3 strikers here that are enough to, let's say, get into Southampton team or Forest team. Also, even right now, Vardy's washed.
Also, what's up with Danny Ward, by the way? Because I know he's a half-decent keeper for Wales. What is he doing?
I've never seen a keeper as bad as this in the Premier League in quite a lot of years, man. We won't waste too much time on Leicester because there's no signings there. So we'll move straight on. This one is a bit... it's going to be a bit tough for someone here to take. In 13th place overall for us, Kurt has this team as 7th place. It's his team to watch. It's Leeds. How are you feeling about that one, Kurt? 13th place for your boys.
I mean, it's better than relegation. Like most people had them before this season began. But this is one of those before the season I felt pretty bullish about. Now, admittedly, at the back, it's looking pretty bad. But
just a little bit.
So they may not get 7, but I think they finish top half, which would be an amazing achievement. But they look... It's funny when you sell your best 2 players and they look so much better. In my opinion,
I think that's why everyone had them to go down. The 2 players we have here is we have Aronson and Sinistera. So you can lead the way.
Yeah.
You want to put them both in amazing?
Well, I mean,
I'm looking at very good for me. Very good for me. I wouldn't go far as amazing.
I'm down to put Aronson a little bit higher, only because so far what I've seen, and again, it's just this season. I didn't know who he was prior to this year, I'll be honest. But so far this year, he looks like he's going to cause problems for England in the World Cup even. I can't lie. He looks...
No, that's what you want. That's what you want. That's not what you think's going to happen. That's what you want to happen.
I don't care either way. I'm there for entertainment, man. I just think he's really good. I think he's good. Your thoughts?
I don't know. Looking at the other signings that we have, I feel like we got to balance it out at some point. And for me personally, like Sinistera, honestly, you can put him anywhere. I haven't watched enough yet. I've seen him a bit in Eredivisie, but for Leeds, not that much. Honestly, Aronson, he had a good start, but the few last games I've seen, I wasn't as impressed. I don't know. I wasn't as impressed, especially in the games against the game against Everton, I think it was. He looked like a headless chicken at times.
I didn't watch that, but don't disrespect the American.
So I don't know. No disrespect to him.
I think he's been class, personally. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know.
I can put them both in very good. If you man are comfy with that, I can put them both in very good.
Yeah.
No problem there. All right. No worries. Next up, this one is quite spread out because Kurt had these guys to just about survive relegation. I got them in 12th. Fur has them in 12th. Mav has them, I don't know where because his table is all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have Brentford. I don't believe they have any signings. I had them 12th.
Oh, okay.
I have them 8 to 13th.
There's no real signings there.
Oh, yeah.
We just know that Ivan Toney, get that man on the plane. He is the second choice striker now.
You remember when we said in that other video when we said, me personally at least, I said if he gets minimum 10 like goals and assists, I think that's so solid for the team he plays in. He's already on 7. I think.
Yeah, you comfy with them being 17th? You don't really think they're gonna have that much of a good season, or is that just
no? I think competition is too high. It's not that they're a bad team. But
yeah.
I think that'd be around about 15, 17, something like that.
Yeah, I just think they have the best striker in the bottom 10 probably. That's the only reason. Just missing out on the top 10, we have a team for the streets. We have Crystal Palace.
Oh, yeah.
Literally everyone put them 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11. So I don't think there's any surprises there. And their most notable signing, of course, Sheikh Doucouré, who so far... like Onana, all I've seen is amazing stuff. I can't lie to you. I'm down for very good already, but I don't know what anyone else can contribute if they've seen him enough and whatnot.
Considering what I've seen from him for Palace so far, and what CJ said, who's obviously a Palace fan, he said a statement like, what was it again? I don't think we've had a DM this good for ages, and he means ages. Obviously, maybe
they had, like, Miller
maybe that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Maybe that doesn't like mean a crazy lot for
coming from a Palace fan,
for Palace team. But I think he's. If we're going off what we are going off so far, and we have Bala Kochap, who wasn't amazing at Bochum, if we take what Doucouré's done so far, I think we could also put him there. Problem is manager. That's it for me, really, and striker a bit.
Whoa! Respect Patrick Vieira.
No, I love Patty because he's a good man manager. I love him for that. But some of his tactical decisions for me don't make a lot of sense. Don't make a lot of sense for Zaha either. It seems.
Yeah,
I mean, probably.
Oh yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but he's also getting the best out of an aging Zaha though. So maybe he doesn't know what's good for him. And
have
you seen Doucouré much?
I was like Matt. Obviously, haven't seen as much of him, but I'm not putting him amazing ahead of Palhinha or Nana from what I have seen. At least on the same tier.
We can slap him very good, like above. Let's put in between them then, because we have one that's screaming amazing. So I'm down to put him there, and then that's fair for Crystal Palace. And in 10th place, again, pretty much this one is comfy. Basically, the 8, 9, 10 is always just going to be something pretty close. We have Wolves. They, of course, have their one signing, as you can see here.
8, 9, 10.
Hey, Wolves. So that's why this is interesting. So everyone had them. Everyone had Wolves 11, 12, 13, 11. Fur had 10th. Mav had Wolves to be relegated. So I guess if you want to start and let us know why.
To be honest,
when I saw your list, I saw them in 20th.
They're way too high, though. How did they end up at 11?
To be honest,
because everyone has them 11, 10, 11, 10. Whereas other teams, they might get someone putting them 9th and then someone puts them like 15th.
I'll be so real. I could flip a coin. I could flip a coin. I just don't think.
Well, like I said, Farah had them in 10th. I had them 11th. Kurt had them 13th, and obviously you had them to be relegated. All the mods had them 12 or 10th or 13th.
12 is crazy to me.
Thoughts on the actual main signing though? Is he going to be good enough for them, or is he going to be like a decent signing?
He's only decent. I genuinely, I watched the.
You reckon?
Like I said, I've watched him, and he again against Newcastle. Tell me what he did. I genuinely don't know.
Was it not a game against Fulham that he was quite good though? From I think it was his debut even against Fulham.
Spurs it was.
Was it always Tottenham?
Yeah, it was Spurs. Yeah, it was Spurs. Where the Wolves were good.
I was thinking of a
They
white
had a
team,
good game
innit?
there. You know, João Moutinho is what 34 now, and he was better than him. So I don't know. I really don't know. Again, Neves is better than him. So I don't know. I don't think higher than that.
Are you in agreement with that? Do you think?
Yeah,
it'll be
to be fair,
decent?
I've only watched them one game, I think, and it was that game. I say the other one should have been here, Nunes. I think that guy's got more about him. To be fair, I put Guedes on decent. I read that.
This is Nunes, and then Guedes is
That is Nunes.
Yeah, this is Nunes.
Oh, never mind then. I'm fine with him being decent. Maybe he's not on the level of Palhinha from what I've seen, but I would like, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We can have him there. We have to have somebody in
decent
decent, I
for
guess.
now. Let's put
So
decent.
yeah, no problem. In joint 8th and 9th, they average out to the same. I haven't looked at Mav's one yet because his table's all over the place, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'll just pick any of them. I don't know. We'll say on goal difference, they're going to finish 9th. We have West Ham. Their 2 signings. Are there any early contenders to go in flop here? The 2 that I've put on the screen are Paqueta and Scamacca.
Well,
Scamacca so
for
far,
now can be.
I mean,
I can't lie.
it's a
If
bit
Antonio is
crazy.
keeping you at the striker spot, you're not a good striker. I can't lie.
bro,
to you.
I'm seeing Antonio
Can't
doing
lie.
tiki taka now as well.
Can't
So
lie.
where does Scamacca get his minutes? It's a bit worrying. And
I don't know. I really don't know.
Paqueta as well, you know, low key against Tottenham, I think it was. He didn't even look all that. Like I know I used to want Paqueta like last year, yeah, at Arsenal. But looking at him against Tottenham, I'm thinking this guy is not really that sensational. But
Paqueta's
obviously
tough
it's his
for me. I
debut.
think it's too early. I probably
so
track him
early.
decent for now, but I mean, there's a reason this guy plays for Brazil as well. So
No,
maybe-
of course.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, I'm with you. I haven't seen much.
Yeah,
decent
people were
is-
saying like we're gonna regret it, like the Paqueta sign, like the Bruno Guimaraes signing. I'm not sure it's gonna be a similar one. It could be. Like I wouldn't mind.
Well,
it.
he could easily
definitely
make
could
us
be. He
make us
definitely
eat
could
our
be.
words. For
No,
that.
definitely.
100%.
So that's West Ham, and then joining them alongside them in 8th place, we have Newcastle United. The Saudi takeover is gonna push them up to 8th place. Now I would say I have them in 7th. Kurt has them 9th. Fur has them 9th. Thoughts on Isaac? What are we saying for him?
Is
he-
decent for me.
I don't know.
You reckon just decent?
Yeah, I think he is the type of player that will get better. I think like next year and the year after that. But for this season, which is what we're doing, I think this season will be decent. I think he'll get 6-7 goals. I don't see him getting more than that.
I
The
can
thing
see a
is,
cheeky
I
10,
can
but
see-
I agree
Yeah.
that's decent.
He's
like,
not
that's-
a mad goal scorer,
that's-
innit? Like we
yeah.
look a bit silly because of obviously Liverpool. He was going crazy. I don't know like what happened there, but in general, and Barca like the couple weeks before that. But in general, he's not been a crazy goal scorer. That's why so many bigger teams were reluctant to slap 70 EMs.
He's been crazy inconsistent for Sociedad as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know if how much he'll bring to the team. I think at his top or at his best he can be like amazing to watch, but I think
We
the
can put him on
consistent won't be
decent,
there.
that's-
So
I don't mind.
decent is fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him though. I like him. I
think
feel like
he's-
his upside is very, very high.
Yes,
If he does
yes.
bang, he's gonna be incredible. I'll be honest.
But
Agree,
genuinely though,
agree.
like Callum Wilson comes back from injury. He's not in the head.
Yeah,
But isn't
I
it
don't
a
know.
long
It's
term
a weird one.
That's the thing.
It's
a weird
I
one.
don't think it's that long.
I wonder what they're gonna do because to be honest with you, they don't really like their right wing is Almiron, yeah. So they could easily just say, do you know what? Forget this Almiron guy. Let's go proper Brexit Barclays 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
Just slap Wilson and Isaac together.
They really
say
could,
Max
yeah.
left, get a right mid, and then see what happens. Because I don't really believe in Almiron that I'm not like Grealish who just hates him, but I
don't
think
like
if you
Almiron
buy
at all. I
Isaac,
think he's
you have
next.
to play them both. You have to play
Yeah, I
Isaac
think
and
he's
Callum
next.
Wilson. And our team that we believe is going to be the closest to breaking into the top 6. Quite unsurprising. Literally everyone here has them in the top 8, and it's Brighton. They don't have any signings on here, but Brighton. Why do we think they're going to be the closest team to break the top 6.
Just look at them. Look at the way they're playing.
Yeah.
They're still scoring goals, so they're defying
bagging loads
everything.
and
To be honest, right
Trossard
now.
and
How long will that last?
You know what?
Exactly. That's my point.
I think because of Graham Potter, you can make that last
That's
longer.
why I think
If
they're only
anything,
gonna
the fact that
finish
they're doing this
outside.
without a striker bagging is what is
No,
mad.
but even
'Cause if they
even
start
last
fighting-
season, right? Last season they played in some games phenomenal,
Amazing.
but then they hit a wall. Like
Yeah.
in
You
other
know,
games.
you know
They
what I
couldn't
like
even
about
score.
them though this season. I think I feel like in the last few seasons they always had problems with kind of catching up to their XG. I think this season they're spot on in terms of XG from what I've seen.
Yeah, I slapped them 8th just because I think that going to St James's Park, nobody is gonna enjoy it at all. Like this season,
Yeah,
you might
no
get
one.
like a scrape win or whatever, but going to that ends home game is gonna carry them severely. So I've put them in 7th. But yeah, no signings really for Brighton that are enough to be put on here. But Otai, Caicedo, and that you've been great so far. Now then. Our top 6. This is obviously where it starts to vary. In 6th place overall, myself and Furhat do have this team in 6th place.
Yes, sir.
Kurt has them top 4. It is Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag. He's got them back on track, but I didn't want to change it due to recency and whatnot. So I guess Kurt, you can start. So why have you put them to be 4th place?
Yes, again, I didn't touch this because of I left it before the season began. I got butchered actually after the first couple of games, but you know.
Yeah.
I think it's the manager, the main reason they will get top 4. Their manager is in the top 4 managers in the league, and their signings. Well, better than I expected.
I've got 3 of them here. We've got Casemiro, Anthony, and Lisandro.
Interesting this. I say Anthony is too much of a small sample. I don't know. Literally was.
You know what's
60
crazy? Like I'm gonna sound salty, right? I don't even think he was good yesterday. Like he scored his goal, yeah.
He wasn't.
But he generally wasn't.
He wasn't
Him and
crazy.
Sancho were very average.
I'm
but
shocked you guys saying that. I felt like his work rate was amazing.
His work
this
rate,
guy
yeah.
was running up and down.
No,
And
definitely
what
he contributed defensively, yeah.
She was surprised by him, but I don't know.
Obviously,
No,
he
I don't think
scored,
it was horrible,
and
yeah.
that's always gonna make the game look better. The reason I think Anthony's gonna be decent, for me, very good in the Man United side that are expected to be in the top 6, you're gonna have to get in the double figures for goals. You're gonna have to get in the double figures for assists. The fact he's a left-footed guy playing on the right, what Ten Hag wants, I think he's gonna be good for that reason. So I
don't even think it's about him being left foot. I think it's the fact that unlike Sancho, this guy is willing to take somebody on. Whether or not he gets passes, you're not going to get past him man every time. But having watched Sancho for a whole year, just like be afraid to take anyone on and just pass it backwards every single time, Anthony's going to give you something different. I'm down to go like either low, very good, or high, decent.
I would
Where
go
would you?
I would go decent personally.
You go decent. Have you watched him outside of or?
I've
Then
seen-
you're better equipped.
I've
then,
seen Ajax fans say that he's very frustrating to watch at times. So I think that is obviously.
But they're going to say that though, aren't they? In it because they're a bit salty that they've lost.
I saw Ajax fans say it before.
Before there was
actually saw
any
it before it was
transfers on.
confirmed. Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah,
saw
fairs
it.
then.
I
Fairs.
did
Like
see it,
he's
so-
very frustrating because of what you like him for, because he tries and tries and tries.
Yeah.
Ajax fans are absolutely happy with the fee they got.
Of course. 100.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's
don't think
crazy.
They're ever going to be upset.
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
not going
honest.
to be upset about that. Casemiro. This one's interesting because he's not even really played yet or hasn't started yet.
I'm gonna take. I'll kickstart this one.
Go for it.
I'll put him transformative.
Agree.
You
I
reckon?
absolutely agree. You can just watch the minutes he's been on the pitch. Is instantly the best passer. Progressive passer, as people like to call it these days, as if they're managers because they see people say it. Like, I think he's going to completely
McTominay is
change
kind of
the
cooking now,
midfield.
though. Nah, McTominay is
Yeah,
kind of
cooking
keeping
the
him
game,
out
yeah.
a little
fight
bit
for his place, but that's the problem.
Of course,
Even
of course, of
Casemiro's
course.
got not many more minutes, and he's well above him.
I would rather tend to amazing probably, but I have absolutely nothing against transformative. I think the biggest strength he has is probably intercepting pass. The only problem I see personally, and what you see sometimes when you see Madrid play, he's not the best at progressing the ball sometimes. Again, maybe we've...
is instantly the best progressive passer, as people like to call it these days.
He's not the best at progressing the ball sometimes. Again, maybe we've not seen it in the game so far, but you will probably see it.
Yeah, I think Eriksen and Bruno are 100% going to cover his lack of like cutting edge passes.
We'll see. And then lastly for United, Lisandro.
I know Amenyah's going to hate this, but it's amazing. I don't care what anyone says.
Anything.
I don't care. He's an amazing signing. I won't go transformative.
The only reason I can't even say you're waffling is because you had Harry Maguire before. So
yeah, Harry Maguire is like
exactly. So
it is an amazing upgrade. Yes.
I think he's an amazing upgrade. I'm not gonna quite go transformative because I don't think he's gonna be like a VVD when he went to Liverpool transformative, and that's transformative as a centre back for me.
I'll be honest, I'm moving towards more high, very good. I think again yesterday, obviously people will look at the result and say, okay, yeah, like shut up or whatever. Whoever wins, you're best. But like I think Jesus really had him on ropes quite a bit yesterday. Again, could have had a yellow, maybe even 2 yellows. I'm not saying it's going to be rubbish. Far from it. Nowhere near. We've seen that already. We knew that before he came. It was just a question of if he's going to play DM or centre back. I would go very good, but we have one amazing, one very good. Kurt, where are you leaning towards
I'm with you. I'll go very good. I think he's going to struggle some games.
I do.
The height will be an issue in some games. So I'd go very good though.
I think this Martinez signing is actually one where obviously Jesus gave him a lot of good work, but on the ball, yeah.
No, I'm joking. That was for Amenyah's sake.
Yeah. On the ball, I think he's genuinely amazing.
I hear that. So we can't prove that one then. Yeah, we'll just slap him in very good for now and then see what happens. All right, in 5th place, according to the mods and the panelists, this team is just going to miss out on Champions League. Ever so slightly, though. It's going to be a team that has the most signings on this list. They broke the record of historic transfer fees. It's Chelsea.
Fair.
What are we saying for that one? 5th place. I had them in 5th. Kurt has them 6th. Furha, you got them top 4.
I've got them 5th. You reckon if it helps, I've got them 5th.
Thanks. That I guess keeps them in 5th place. I guess we'll just do the signings individually because like there's going to take so long to do all of them. Who is the best signing do you reckon they've made out of these 5 here? We've got Cucurella, Koulibaly, Sterling.
Did you say I got them top 4, by the way? The 5th. Yeah.
No, yeah, you do.
Yeah, 5th. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I swear you've. Hold on, let me look at your list.
You can look, but I'm pretty sure I put them 5th.
You put them 4th. I thought I made a mistake. You made them. You put them 4th.
Wait, can I
look at your list?
It's too late now.
Now can I share the screen though because it is genuinely 5th on my screen.
Too late.
I see. I see 4 Chelsea, 5 someone else. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, wait.
Trust me. I'm looking at
it. It's all right. Lack of ball knowledge for Hat.
Look at it now. Look at it now.
It's absolutely fine.
There's no edited on it either.
Yeah. What does that say? 4th Chelsea.
Oh wait, we're talking about Chelsea. That's my fault. Sorry.
This guy.
You know who I thought we were talking about for a second? I thought we were talking about Liverpool. I'm so sorry.
Anyway, so who is the best signing out of these 5, do you reckon, for Chelsea?
I'll go controversial. I'm going Aubameyang.
You reckon?
And I would put Aubameyang transformative.
Please tell me you're capping, right?
I'm not even capping.
He might. I don't even know. The thing is, I like him as well.
I will say right now, if you pull this one out your ass and it works, I respect you. I respect you highly.
It's not gonna be enough to get him top 4, but they need. They don't have anybody that scores. That
is why I agree with you in a sense. That's why I'm laughing.
Someone has to score, right? Who's gonna be scoring? It's gonna be him.
What? That's the thing. I kind of hear it.
I get that. But I'm just transformative would have to have them challenging for the title for me, and I just,
that's true to be fair. Record breaking,
transforming them into not getting Champions League.
True. You word it like that, true. But I think he's gonna transform them a little bit. You know?
Yeah, he looks like he doesn't even want to be there. I'm seeing his videos. He's looking like
King Kai can't score. I think.
Did you see Havertz this weekend? By the way, when he scored his first goal in like 2 months, he went and shushed the Chelsea fans. I was creasing, bro.
But yeah, no, I think.
So
I
where
think
we slapping
him and
Aubameyang then?
Ronaldo
That's
were the options. I just think he's gonna.
I'm not really
I think
going
he's gonna be
transformative, I'll be honest.
decent.
That's
I can't lie. I'm saying decent.
Yeah, we're split on this.
This is polarizing.
The thing is, you know, he wasn't actually half bad at Barca. I'm not even sure they kind of dropped him just because they leveled up, right? Can't get worse than attackers they have at the minute.
It can't. It literally
It
can't.
All right,
can't. So
quick fire question then. I want just a number from everyone. How many goals is Aubameyang scoring this season? Kurt.
I think he'll get 14.
Mav.
12.
Furhat.
12.
Okay, I'll go 13 then. I'll slap him. I'll slap him here. Let's be fair. I like him. That's my guy. Cucurella. Interesting one because I think he
very good.
Aside from the racism, I think he's great. But
I would go very good. I think as a signing, I think he's a good player. So I'll go very good.
Tuchel
loves.
put him
at the bottom of here.
Like Tuchel loves his defending, and he's literally his dream. If he wants to go 4 back, left back, if he wants to stay in his 3 back, he can go left wing. Like has to be very good for me. Very good.
Yeah. Koulibaly. I've heard Kurt saying he is going to be the best centre back in the Premier League.
I still think he'll be amazing. I think he'll pick it up.
Not the best start for him, but yeah.
No, not the best, but yeah, I think he'll be amazing for Chelsea. I think the problem for Chelsea will still remain they won't score enough goals. And I think Aubameyang will be the only one scoring. So that's why I don't agree at top 4. But I see him picking up the pace for sure.
So he's a guaranteed upgrade on Rudiger and stuff, yeah? You would say?
Yeah, I believe so still.
Mav, does he go amazing for you or?
It's one of these with him. I haven't seen enough.
Are you comfy with that or does he go a little bit lower for you?
I think I'm comfy with that.
That's Koulibaly. Raheem Sterling. That was one of their marquee signings. What are we saying for him? Is he very good? He's going to be decent.
I think Sterling is amazing. I genuinely think he's amazing. In terms of, I've said multiple times, I can see he's the best technical footballer at Chelsea right now. But the only issue is that it's Chelsea and the way they attack is just so slow and lethargic. And he really needs Aubameyang to almost finish chances created by Sterling for him to have a good season now, which is unfortunate for him. I think it's a bad move stylistically for him.
Better than Aubameyang, worse than Aubameyang for you?
I wouldn't put him above decent. I would even put him borderline underwhelming actually. But
I'll be honest, it's not been a good start, you know. It's not been. I like him, but even though he scored that couple goals or whatever, he's actually been quite meaty so far. He's not been amazing. I wouldn't go underwhelming, but since you want to go underwhelming and we have a very good, I'm down for like high decent. But I guess Furhat, you have the deciding movement here.
Yeah,
does he go up or down?
I like him as a footballer a lot, but I agree. I don't think
just Chelsea, man.
I don't think this transfer really suited him.
Yeah,
very high decent.
Stylistic nightmare, like I said. Realistically, is what it comes down to for him. Unfortunately,
maybe they link up with an Aubameyang and it goes crazy. We'll see.
Yeah, that's
but
what
lastly,
that's what it pins on really.
Lastly, for Chelsea, we have a man who the last time I saw him play before signing, he was holding Martinelli's pockets. That's what he was doing because wow, he was given the runaround.
I think it's a low end of decent, to be honest. I don't think there's really much more to put over. He's got the potential to go ahead and be amazing later in his career, but I think right now he's only going to be decent, and that's it.
I like him, man. I like him a lot as a player. I think this guy, but I get where Mav's coming from. You know, it's I have no doubt he's going to be a fantastic signing. Yeah. But if this is based on this season, to me it's either low, very good, or high, decent.
I'm not to keep him there. If you lot are, then there's no issues.
Yeah,
that's
low, very good.
That's no problem. Fair enough. All right then, top 4, your Champions League players.
Now he's got a smile on his face.
Woo! This means we're confirmed top 4. Bang! All right, we have in number 4, we have sadly the title race came to an end for us. We finished 4th. It's Arsenal. I had them 4th. I had them 3rd. Kurt's got them outside. You still believe they won't make it, I suppose, Kurt?
Yes.
Is that because of that's what you started with, or you still would?
Yeah, no, I started with that. I think I'm not gonna lie. To me, it's between Arsenal and United for 4th. And
I agree with
I
that,
think
yeah.
United are better than Arsenal. They have a better manager. If you compare the teams, I think the only thing Arsenal have is a better striker and Odegaard. Other than that, I generally think United are better in nigh on almost every position.
Than them, better wingers than them. I don't know about
Saka,
that.
Martinelli versus Anthony Sancho. I don't think there's much in that. I don't think there's.
I agree with that. I think, especially Saka playing currently, I agree with that.
Okay, no problem. Hey, that's your man's opinion. That's your. Me personally, I'm not having just two players get into theirs, but that's all right. We'll start with Gabriel Jesus. I might too biased if I put him at the top.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Just making sure, like, you know, trust me. Having watched Lacazette, for the last 4 or 5, I've been starving, bro. When I see this guy like challenging Varane, I said,
compared to his strikers in the past, he has to be
I have to
days.
say as well, I think I was completely wrong about this guy. I'll go on record right now and say I said with Chest that he isn't much better than Anthony Martial. And he is making me sorely regret saying that. I've seen things from Gabby Jesus, and again, I've watched every Arsenal game barring the second game they played. I don't know who that was against. The second game they played. Yes, I didn't watch that one. I've watched every other game. This guy has shown me things I didn't know he was able to do.
I agree with what a lot of Mav said, especially when it comes to his build-up play. I didn't think he's that good with the ball. I still have a slight concern though on his finishing. I feel like with Arsenal, he maybe doesn't even need to get that much involved with the build-up because you already have so many good players in that phase. I still don't know if he's going to hit the 15 goals. But I agree he's been transformative.
I'm happy now to say for certain he does bag 15. He's not like a crazy bagsman, but I just think with the volume of chances that we create, especially because of him, the way he just literally goes past like 2-3 players by himself, a little 1-2 with Odegaard or Martinelli, I think he comfortably gets like a cool 16, 17. You're right, he's not like a lethal, potent striker like that, but
yeah,
I think when you have someone that the year before had 4 goals, like anything is really an upgrade on that guy. Zinchenko. Anyone got any thoughts on Zinchenko so far?
I love Zinchenko. I actually think he's a class footballer. I can't lie. I think he got played out of position in left back because he's very versatile.
When he plays, I feel like we have a certain level of assuredness. Like I feel like he's just never gonna lose the ball. They can ping the ball as high as they like, and he's just their last man on the counter. And I don't get like nervous that like, oh my days, he's about to just mess up his touch or miskick it or something. And
I
that,
wouldn't say you're crazy for putting him low amazing as an Arsenal fan.
Ooh, it's difficult for me because I just love watching him play, but I think it's kind of obvious that he prefers to play in midfield more.
Yeah.
Now, what I could see in the future, again, I don't know if it will happen, but what I could see in the future is that maybe Arteta kind of follows Guardiola, because Guardiola loves a 4-3-3 system, right? And I think Zinchenko could fit in there, like as a third midfielder.
That left one.
Low, amazing, too high, very good is deserved.
Yeah, I completely disagree with all of you guys. I think if everybody's fit...
I knew that was coming when you asked for that.
If everybody's fit, he doesn't start.
You reckon?
You believe so?
But everyone is fit. Well, everyone was
if
fit
everyone
up until
is fit, he doesn't start. First, I was talking about 4-3-3 or whatever. Even if you change formation, he doesn't start.
But he has been starting when everyone was fit.
I know, but he should.
So you mean, in your opinion, he should?
I think he would in the future. Tierney's a better left back than him, and Xhaka's a better midfielder than him.
I think Xhaka is pony. I cannot stand. Every time I watch him,
don't think. Nope.
I've had this opinion for a very long time. Other than passion, I think Zinchenko gives you more. That's my honest opinion. My honest opinion. And I've been saying that for time. I don't know what Xhaka brings to Arsenal other than passion. I really don't. I don't like him. I don't like him.
No, I think even guys that are outsiders, come on, man.
I don't get why anyone would love watching this player. I don't think he's very good.
No, you don't have to love watching someone play for them to be like. You don't have to love watching him play. For me,
I do to be a very good player.
With Kurt's opinion, I like Tierney. The only thing is, like, defensively, yes, I agree. Tierney's definitely better. We saw that even yesterday. Maybe Zinchenko could have done better on the Anthony goal. However, I do think in a season of 38 games or 50 and 55 games, if you add all the tournaments, against the lesser teams or the teams that you are definitely going to dominate against, I think Zinchenko is better. And for Arsenal, that's going to be the majority of games, right? Like at least 80% of the games, we're going to be the one controlling the tempo, controlling possession. And I think Zinchenko is better for that, in my opinion.
That's what I feel like. That's what Arteta wants, right? You even see him kind of implemented in like bigger games now. He tries to, at least.
Okay. So Kurt drags him down, so that means he goes up to like high, very good. Then in that case, is that gone?
Yeah.
And then lastly, someone that we've not seen a lot of at all. I think he had quite a nice cameo yesterday. To be fair, I can't lie. He had a nice cameo, but
he did. It's either underwhelming or decent. Like I just don't see him playing.
I don't think he can underwhelm, you know, because
I don't. Yeah, but the only reason underwhelming because what has he been bought for? Like, wait, I don't see him playing. I really don't see him playing.
No, because he was
where
injured,
does he play?
Fair.
He was injured.
Where does he slot in?
He can play where Saka plays. He can play where Odegaard plays.
Yeah, exactly. Did you just hear the two players you've said?
No. I did. But he'll get enough minutes. I reckon at some point in time he could even get minutes over Odegaard sometimes. If one of them's like kind of out of form, you could easily just swap them around.
Yes,
I said
no
that.
Chance.
I'm saying that with chest. If Odegaard has a run,
one of the best midfielders in the Prem. Like
I didn't disagree with that, but I'm saying if Odegaard has a run of like 3-4 games where he's a bit iffy and he's not contributing much, let's say those massive away games, you slap in Fabio Vieira, I don't think we're gonna look like too much worse off for that.
I do.
I'm with Mav on this. I think especially this
Odegaard
season,
is the only reason you are a good team, as well as Gabriel. Odegaard is literally the catalyst.
Don't forget,
of why
it's a
Arsenal
five-man sub-season, but fair enough.
I think strictly this season. I'd go underwhelming strictly this season.
I think if you take Odegaard out, I think you guys are finishing sixth.
For the record, this is not my opinion, guys. He's putting me. I would have gone like high, decent, even. I think it'd be good for us.
I would probably go like middle decent or something like that, because
so
I think
too decent, too underwhelming.
Yeah,
but since we need to fill
I'm down to keep him there. That's no problem.
Chuck him
there. Don't worry. I can see a couple of people. I know. Underwhelming's about to get a lot busier.
Yeah. We're gonna have some guys joining. All right.
Yeah.
In third place, I had these guys second. Furha is the only one in the entire list from the mods and the panelists to not have them top 4. Furha, can you explain to us why you put Liverpool in 5th? Are you really like that much against what's going on there this season?
Diaz and Nunez, they just don't. I don't know. They just don't score enough for me for the chances they get. And
Diaz and Nunez, Diaz and Salah do not click. Diaz is literally the cog making the wheels not turn very well right now. I'll say that with absolute chest. I don't care what any Liverpool fan tells me.
Yeah, I think Kurt will back you on that. He has the ultimate Luis Diaz agenda.
Arthur is literally a Beyblade. He's like elite in ball retention, but he doesn't go forward. He spins and spins and spins. Like,
so
from what I gather, one is that Fabio.
Yeah, that's Fabio. That's Fabio.
Cavalli, yeah.
I'd put him decent. I think he's a signing for the future.
I'm happy with that one. He'll get a few games here and there, and he got a nice little winning goal.
Decent.
Do we have somebody joining Skamaka in the flop tier here? As
no.
I'll go underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
Just considering the fact that he was meant to be competing with Haaland. And
there's no way he's doing that.
There's
no way he's doing that.
Underwhelming.
He's still going to score.
He's
going to score.
Underwhelming numbers.
I reckon he's a bold one. I reckon Diaz might bag more goals than Nunez. You know, I'll be so honest.
No, he will because he
has mad movement.
He just shoots. He doesn't look for a pass. He just shoots. He literally just, every time he picks up the ball, head down, cut in, shoot. So yes, he's going to score more goals, but that's going to be at the detriment of Liverpool.
The reason why I was saying,
so I don't see how he'll score more than that.
No, I think it's because of the volume of shots that he'll get. Because Nunez obviously has crazy movement, right? But like we said, if he's not going to pass,
he's got two of the most selfish wingers in the league on the outside of him.
Bro, against Fulham, the goal that they scored, it was literally, like I said last time, him and Salah playing ping pong off each other's knees, bouncing around, and then the ball went in. he's gonna bag goals, but I'm saying flop just because you spent like almost 100 M's on this striker that they're comparing to Erling Haaland.
Underwhelming. I can't lie. He's still gonna score some goals. He's still gonna score some.
No worries. I hear that.
Guy.
All right. Obviously, I think it's pretty clear. Shouldn't be any debate. Second place is quite obvious. We have Antonio Conte's guys.
Yep.
Top Spurs, finishing above all the rest. I've got them in third. Kurt has them second. Fur has second. Most of the mods second as well.
Yeah. They finished second. I'm certain of that. They're not going to win the league, but they'll be the closest to City for sure. Looking at these two signings, Richarlison, bro, this guy gets unnecessary hate.
I like him, man.
He's very good at minimum. I think he'd be very good for them.
The reason why I'd agree with you is because the drop off from when you have Son, Kane, and Kulusevski before Richarlison came in, the drop off was quite massive. When you're going to like Lucas Moura and Bergwijn and
But the issue is this for him. He plays obviously better with the left. Every time he's come on, he's been better than Son. But you can't really drop Son. So then he just chucks him on the right, but he's not that good on the right. But he's a menace. He's gonna cause issues. And he's gonna get Spurs some big goals. I put him very good.
I fully agree. Like I said before the window rather, I really wanted him at Arsenal, man. I think he's a menace. Defenders don't want to play against him. He gets the fans riled up, and I like him.
I feel like Mav is disagreeing with us.
We'll see. Mav, thoughts on Richarlison?
Oh, you're with us.
No, I love Richarlison.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Good.
I absolutely love him. Like I loved when everyone was crying because he did a couple of keepy ups. Like, what are you crying for? Like, genuinely, what are you crying for? And then he got absolutely clarted, and everyone was like, yeah.
And it was deserved as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You got clarted. That's fine. You can cheer all you want. You're still losing.
Yeah,
I don't really get what's going on here. Like Kurt said, he gets such unnecessary hate.
I get why. It's because he rattles every fan on Twitter whenever he scores against them. That's why they hate him.
But he's not. It's football, isn't it? Like, come on.
No, I agree with you, but I'm just telling you why people feel like
football,
for example,
he's not.
Let's say, I don't know, for example, Arsenal, because I was support Arsenal. I know this story. When he was at Watford, he dived or whatever to win a penalty against us, and then he scored the penalty, or Deeney scored the penalty or whatever. And then when he was getting cooked on Twitter for diving, this guy was like, "Oh yeah, I'm diving in your tears," or whatever, and he just put that stupid laughing emoji. Like, he's a funny guy. Like, I can't help but find it hilarious, bro. He's too funny. And son, we might have to start a discussion. If you do this for another 1 or 2 months, the binoculars are out for you, my friend.
He's looking really stressed after games, man.
Basuma, what are we saying? I really thought he'll be great for them, but so far, Conte seems reluctant to properly.
I don't see him getting minutes. I'll be so honest. I think for Tottenham specifically, underwhelming. I can't lie, because I just don't see him playing. I really don't.
Are you on that one, or do you reckon he finally breaks into the team?
I agree with Mav. Conte doesn't really like freaking changing his team too much, but he's a baller. So
it's weird.
It's weird.
We all
like,
know
he should be starting,
very good player, somehow. But. I don't know about Conte.
Broke, don't fix it,
but
I guess.
That's why I kind of trusted on Bentancur as well, because like I don't think individually he's better than Bissouma, but Conte lost his players, and I think Bentancur just does the job for him. Like he can't complain.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
First, all right. Well, that's Tottenham, and of course your Premier League champions. Yet again, Arsenal weren't able to stop them, sadly. We're coming from the future. Arsenal failed to stop them. We came second, sadly. It is Manchester City. Every single person obviously had them in first place. Are we saying like plus 10 points clear of whoever's in second for you guys? Or
I really think if the season continues the way it is and guys are dropping points the way they are, they could have wrapped up this league by the World Cup, you know.
We were saying that Haaland guarantees Golden Boot, right? There shouldn't be really much.
Yeah.
He needs to be in the top tier. There's no debating.
Me and Kurt have been on this train before he even got here, so
I don't think anyone was going to beat him for Golden Boot regardless. I don't think there was any real competition.
He's an absolute monster, and I thought it'd take a little bit more time.
Yeah,
to
take a
adapt.
couple
I
games
really
to like,
did.
you know,
I really
adjust
did.
a little.
I didn't think it would be. I didn't think it would be a lot, but I thought it would be maybe 5 games. He started to hit his stride.
In 5 games, he has more goals to his name than some signings did in their whole like Premier League stay in the last 2 years.
Werner,
Yeah,
are you
crazy.
trying to pull out Werner there? I hear it. 56
That is
games and
definitely
he's got the
Werner.
same goals as him. But fair enough. I hear it.
It's crazy.
Mav,
Yeah,
I was trying to drag you
he's
before,
a
in the
nutter.
previous video a couple weeks ago about if he's gonna hit 25 or more. You were a bit tentative. Are you certain now with this one that he's gonna hit his 25 plus? Or-
I'm absolutely certain.
I see Alvarez not on this list. That guy should be amazing.
Oh, it's
That
because
guy-
he signed like already. So
Right,
he
right,
wasn't
right.
he wasn't in the summer signings or whatever.
Right, but that guy should be starting.
I think he's absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to continue watching him.
And from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Yes, 100%.
The final signing for Man City. Why on earth, Mav? I know you love this guy, yeah, but what is Pep thinking here, bro?
You're gonna love it. He's going to be underwhelming or flop for the reason
It's
that
not
it's got nothing.
underwhelming.
It's got nothing to do with Calvin Phillips. He's not going to have a regular place in this team until at least a season or 2. At least.
Kurt, are you buying any of that?
Yeah, flop. Flop. It was so perplexing. I didn't get it when it got announced. It made no sense whatsoever.
I don't care if
to-
it's 4 years or 5 years. I'm not hearing this one.
I'm happy to put him in flop as well. You know what bugs me out though when I look at this list the whole time? Why are Scamacca and Phillips in flop and Carlos is still in underwhelming? I don't get it.
That's
for
why
me
I said
personally.
he should be in flop, man. We can
But-
drag it
but-
down.
but
That's no problem.
how are you gonna put a guy that's just done his ACL and flop?
Yeah, but
No,
what
because the
does
signing
Phillips
is
do?
a flop. Like,
What did Phillips do to
I
like?
mean, Phillips at least
defend
plays in
himself?
training, right? So, like, if he's good enough, he's playing.
The thing
Carlos,
is,
I mean-
Carlos has shown us how many games? Like 1 game and a half, I think. And in his first game, I've seen Villa fans
Yeah,
absolutely smash their head against
It's
the
a,
wall.
it's a weird one.
They're saying this
Phillips is
season,
playing,
right?
Phillips is
Not
playing
this
in
season
training.
only.
Phillips plays in training.
Bro, we're saying this season only. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I kind of
yeah, you
agree.
could put a
I
flop,
kind of
I
agree.
think it's
I can't
hard.
lie. I kind of agree.
so then therefore that's 2.5. So that is the list. Now I have just 2 last quick fire questions. That's
Okay.
it. We'll all go round and say like that Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher thing from last year. Young player of the season and then player to watch. So we'll do young player of the season first. Kurt, go for it. Under 23. Who's gonna pick up the young player of the season in your opinion? Outside Haaland, by the way. Let's say not including
I was
Haaland.
about to say, isn't Haaland
Yeah,
under
let's
20?
let's take out Haaland. Let's take out Haaland from that. Who is our young player to watch? Like,
How is Odegaard above 23?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
no, he's 23 exactly. I
Yeah,
believe.
I think
Is
he's
he?
below.
I
Yeah,
thought
If
he-
he, count,
I think
if,
so,
he,
yeah.
if he counts, I'll go Odegaard.
All right. Furhat, your young player outside of Erling Haaland.
You know, I always want to go with my odd picks, but I think I'll be sensible. Odegaard is so
No, go
important.
for it, go for it.
Yeah, no, Odegaard is so important to Arsenal. Like Mav said, I'll go with Odegaard outside of Haaland.
Okay, Mav.
Haaland.
Outside Haaland, man. This list.
Huh?
Outside of
Outside of
Haaland.
Erling
I don't care what
Haaland.
you're saying. Haaland. Haaland.
Then I'm gonna put you down for Foden. Then, if you.
No. Don't do that. Okay, Odegaard. Odegaard.
I'm surprised. Affairs. Then I'll go Arsenal. Then I'll go Martinelli. Boom.
Okay.
And then our player to watch of any age, someone that's going to be very, very good this season, but's not going to win the player of the year. For reference, Jamie and Gary last year had Jadon Sancho and Varane. So I'll start then. I'll go Jesus. That's my one. Gabriel Jesus.
I would go Gabby Jesus, but I think that's a bit boring. I'm gonna say just
answer.
to switch up the names is Anthony Gordon, just because I think he's great to
Yes.
watch. So
All right. Cool. You got a name?
Yeah, I'll go with Casemiro. I think he'll be the reason
Okay.
they'll get top 4, and yeah, it's interesting to see him against Rodri and Fabinho.
Yeah. And lastly, Furhat.
I'll go a bit boring, I guess. I'll go Ivan Toney. I think he'll
There's-
continue where he left off. I have my stocks in him, so yeah, I'll go with him.
Fair enough. Well, there you have it. That is our tier list of all the transfers I'm sure this is the one video that in 6 months, in 4 months, in 10 months is gonna get cut up, and we're just gonna get cooked for it. But
yeah,
we are sticking with our opinions now.
I don't
We can't
care.
change it now. That's
care.
it. That is it done.
Do not care.
Hopefully you man enjoy it. That was the big one that we've been waiting for. Now we can do all our Champions League drafts and all the other top 10 videos. Again, as always, big love to these men for coming on, because they take time out of their very busy schedules. So whenever you see them, be appreciative, because they've got stuff to do as well. Other than that, like the video, spam the comments if you think we're wrong or right or whatever. Subscribe, you know the vibes by now. I'll shout you man in a bit. Safe.